David, thanks for taking the time to join us ahead of Livingston on Saturday. Just your final reflections on Sunday's game against Aberdeen. Against Premier League opposition, we gave it a good go and 3-0 seemed to flatter the home side in the end. Would you agree?
Yeah, I feel like they are deserved winners, but at the same time, I think we gave them a good game and a good account of ourselves. Thought we played some good football at times and we were really hard to beat. I think the timing of the goals were sort of a killer for us. Losing one just before half time where we could go on in 0-0, it would might have changed the game. And then of course we had our chances to score, and if we take one of those or two of those, then it's just those fine margins in games. So I thought it was positive at the end of the day.
When, as a group, you sat down at the start of the week and reflected on Sunday's performance, was the feeling of encouragement with the amount of chances we created, the amount of saves their goalkeeper had to make? Aberdeen knew that they needed that third goal and that they were in a cup tie, and that must be a compliment to us as well.
Yeah, they could see they were getting frustrated in the first half with how things are going, and I thought we dealt with things really well defensively, and we sort of we counted them really well up the pitch, and I feel like if maybe I took my chance or a couple of chances, then it might have been different going in at half time. But these are the fine margins that sort of split us between us and. No, it was disappointing at the end of the day to lose and come away, but I felt like a lot of the boys felt encouragement from it, and the gaffer felt encouragement from it as well.
We were just joking off camera there that we only spoke about 10 days ago to 2 weeks ago for the last time we played Livingston, but a totally different competition and a totally different game this time around.
Yeah, obviously we've had the cup games that are out of the way now, and so it's back to the real focus for us, which is getting points in this league and getting us up the table. So no, it's going to be a difficult game, as we know. We've played them several times this season, so it's one that we're looking forward to, and it's one we really need to bounce back with a win.
How do you feel the game will be different in West Lothian on Saturday? How do you feel a league match where points are at stake might differ from that semi-final out here at KD and Group East End Park just a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, I don't know what it was about that cup game. It felt the atmosphere was a bit different, but I think going into this league game, I think everyone will be up for it, and of course they're fighting at the top of the league as well, so they've got a lot to play for, and so have we. So it's going to be an interesting game, but one that we're looking forward to, and one that we really need to get a result of.
We've made a lot of signings, particularly on deadline day. As one of the more experienced players within the squad, how have you felt in terms of integrating those young guys into the squad and how they're settling in and developing early on in their careers here?
Yeah, it's been good. Listen, it's been good because there's competition for places now, and there's a youthfulness about them that they've brought in and freshened up the sort of training and environment and that we're training in. Because there's a few of them that have come in. It's allowed them to sort of get to know each other, and they're not sort of one or twos where they're struggling to get to know folk. They're integrating well because they've got that group, and obviously there's a few older ones in this squad that can help them with that, and hopefully we have made them feel at home and feel comfortable in going into the training and whatnot.
Albeit feeling disappointed that we are out both of those cup competitions that you've spoke about over the past week or so, is it good that we can now just focus solely on the league between now and May and try and meet that objective of finishing as high up the table as possible?
Yeah, listen, we're disappointed not to reach the final of the Cup and not get through to the next round of the Scottish Cup, so we're obviously disappointed, but we've got to put that to bed, and like you said, the main focus is this league, because we've got ourselves in a position that we need to rectify, and I think with the squad we've got, we can definitely do that, but it starts this weekend against Livingston.
It was a great support on Sunday, sold out away in 1,700 travelling up north at lunchtime for a kick-off for a match that was on the TV as well, and you'll need that similar noise, that similar atmosphere, similar numbers again at Livingston this weekend.
Yeah, we'll need them. We'll need everyone from now until the end of the season to really be there for us, and us for them. So it was a fantastic support to see them up there. They stayed till the end, clapping us off the pitch, which is a great tribute from them. And really appreciative to spend their day up there watching us play. So hopefully they can turn out in their numbers at Livingston and for the rest of the season and really get behind us, as we'll try and support them as much as we can.